matchup for you here, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. You're finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Ball under 39. Here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 39-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd.
Hands it off out of the gun. And his second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Number 2.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with a fullback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Able to slither by. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. When you look at this defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they've got to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Shelling through the defense. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by quarterback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. This defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up was down on the ground.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The defense once more getting set to do battle as they head back out. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and out, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3 and out.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Prescott able to hit his target well. 3rd down and 13.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Orlando takes back over on offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of playoff football.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw.
Orlando, first down.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll try to right side with Murray. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 37-yard line.
They'll send Pickens in motion right here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramirez. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the toss. This is Murray running right. Boy, that is a 7-yard goal on 2nd down now.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand in big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it as we resume action. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Orlando takes back over on offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 2nd and a couple. The give to the fullback on the dive. And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 31-yard line.
Orlando, first down. It's a gain of 3.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one lines up incomplete.
It Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Sitting down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say, job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They go with Murray again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Prescott. That goes out wide to Murray. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
8-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38.
Now Prescott. Pickens on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lamb will go in motion. On play action. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine. And
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's Prescott. Completes this one to Pickens. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
throwing. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Orlando takes back over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And some room to work. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 74 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Targets land on the comeback. Her pass is complete.
It's a gain of 8. And the Cowboys first down.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Prescott yet again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
The 24-yard line.
On first down, Murray. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Murray. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Prescott on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to... And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only have the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Dances by him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Over the front of the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. Okay, Brandon, thank you. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. And this is Josh Allen. He's going to throw, find his man, and connect. 24 yards, touchdown. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers at home to take on Washington. And it's Jaden Daniels. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Commanders earn another victory and move to 9-3 on the year. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And here's the Jags wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. The Jags get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end.
2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Prescott to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Prescott now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throw out wide is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tyke Smith on the coverage.
To the air again, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ramirez. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
It's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Oh, he shifts past him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. To about the 35, 2nd down. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 35.
They'll look to throw. Moving middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of
16 yards, a first down.
And an Orlando first down. A gain of 16 yards. And an Orlando first down.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
The gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Meadows. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He's got a man. That's close. Left sideline. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
49-yard line.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard
Play
line.
fake. Here's Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott from the gun. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And down he goes goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Prescott.
At the 49-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And again, it's Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ramirez. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a 4-yard shy of the 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. This looks like a free play for Prescott. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Line up for the 2-point
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
19.
Money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute they shot it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. You credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
The 2nd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Pressure comes and down he goes. Taken down for the fifth time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And listen, the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll go on the points as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown! A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 3rd down and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards.
Now Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ramirez. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Corey Gallis now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Shifts by him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run with Murray. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop it behind the line. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it in the range. Orlando takes back over on offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Orlando first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And he stopped immediately there. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
On
the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
It certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. But he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Back to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him run it.
Nobody picked me on this sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 7, 56 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Here's Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Dak. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. That's complete to Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now second down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. A big play looming on third down. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still going. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. Do you see some fans are holding up 2 fingers? Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
But he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Orlando, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.